Alright, welcome back. So in the last video, in this video, we are going to continue with our grid system code along. In the last one, we had completed something like this, and we are aiming for something like this. And the only thing that's lacking now is this icon and this icon right here. So first of all, both of these icons are from different resources, and you could usually use one resource, that's fine. But I just wanted to show you both of them, and that's why I took two different icons from two different sources. So first, let's see this one, because this is from something that you already know, which is Bootstrap. So in Bootstrap documentation, if you go from the navbar to this icons thing, this opens up in a new page, and you see we have a lot of icons here. We can use any one of them freely in our code. And rather than skimming through all of them and finding what I need, I'll just start typing the filter, which is camera. And you can see this is the one I use. You just click on this and it gives you the code to add this right here. Even I don't know what this code is actually doing, but they know what it is doing, and that's what we want. So now I can go to this. I'll go to my solution, and instead of this navbar word, yeah, I'll make some space and I'll paste this down here. Now this is a little indented, so I'll outdent this. Alright. And if I refresh now, I get this icon. However, this you can see is a little bigger than this one right here. And that is because I've specifically styled it to be bigger. So you can do that by going here. And we have this tag as SVG. So let's just do SVG. So now you might be tempted to, change its height and width, but let me tell you that is not going to work. And why is that? Because all the icons that we have, they're not images, they are basically fonts. And in the end, they're kind of text. They are fonts that are specifically made. So to change the size of font, we use font size. And then you can do like 2 rem. Let's try what that gives us. Alright, that's exactly what I had here. So yeah, so now the navbar looks completely same, no change at all, and the only change in the whole page is this thing right here. So now this you might want to take from Bootstrap, and you can, if there's no problem. You see there's this camera video fill here too. I just noticed this. I did not notice this before. So we'll take some different icon for this one. So Bootstrap has a lot of icons. Still, the collection is quite limited according to what you could need. Like in a website, you could need a really, really particular thing for, a really particular thing that something like Bootstrap will not offer you. Because Bootstrap is a very wide thing and icons are a very small part of it. So to get very, good icons, what you can use is Font Awesome. So if you go to Font Awesome, yeah, this is what Font Awesome is simply. And here I can go to icons, all icons. And now you see there are 41 new in this, but there are like thousands and thousands of icons there. And there are so many that you can find an icon for anything that you want. Plus, they're regularly updating. You can also check out version 5. That requires something to actually set up, so I'll not do that first. Yeah, so in the icons now, here I can search for camera. And this is what I took earlier, but let's just choose this one, right? And this is the only amount of code that we have to add. So I'll copy this and I'll paste this. Paste this with the H1. Where is the H1? Here it is. So you might expect to see this right now, but spoiler alert, it will not. And why is that? Because Font Awesome does not work on its own, because you're just giving a class of something. It is not inbuilt into CSS. You have to include Font Awesome in your HTML file. So what you have to do is you have to do font awesome CDN, go to any link. This is the first link that I'm taking. So this is also like 4.7.0. That's why I took the version 4. You could check out version 5. It's asking me to log in or something. So yeah, here before my main CSS file, although this will not affect this. Oh, I have to do link and paste this in, and now I can expect to see it work, and it does. And this is exactly what we wanted. I think it looks better than the original version, this camera. And so now we have built exactly what we were aiming for. We have built an image grid which has a very nice navbar, and it is completely responsive. This is 3 images until a large extent of time. Then it becomes 2 as soon as we get to medium, and then 1 in the normal case, right? So that is all. That is all that you had to do for this. And you saw how much we referred to the Bootstrap docs here, and we said that only a small portion of it, basically only this much, has been written by us, and the rest is completely Bootstrap. However, we know how this is working because we could have done this on our own too. We could have made a div, set a height, then given a background of gray. We could have, made a div. We could have given a property known as float to get both of these like this. We could have made 8 tags. We could have given a background like this. So this is not something you could not do by yourself, but we see how easy it was with Bootstrap. This was copy paste, this was copy paste, these were images, that's all. So that's the power of Bootstrap and the grid system. We could make something really responsive by doing nothing. We also have this, which does not take us anywhere. And yeah, that's all. So I'll also start sharing my code from now, like I said yesterday, and I'll give the GitHub link in the description, and you can start referring to that when you are in a problem. Like when you want to see my code, it's not always very comfortable to see the code in just the video. It's good to have your code with you in a code editor and try to edit it and tweak it and see what's happening if you've not coded along at some point of time. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next.